The plan was to scare Georgian population into abandoning the Confederate cause, and Georgia was annexed from the Union at the time.
It was meant to target the infrastructure and the civilian property of the people in Georgia, and by targeting the South's infrastructure, it diminished the morale and undercut the Confederates' war effort.
And the Union intended to weaken the Confederacy's efforts to resist the North.
The event we're talking about is Union General William Sherman's destructive march through Georgia. And during the march, the general pretty much trashed all of Georgia.
During the march, the general led 60,000 soldiers for 285 miles from Atlanta to Savannah, Georgia. During the march, the soldiers stole food and livestock, and they burned barns and people's houses.
The march was early instances of total war, and this was only the beginning of an all-out civil war.
Some important people we can talk about, for instance, would include President Lincoln, because he sent the troops into the march.
Another important person of the march was the actual Union General, William Tecumseh Sherman, because obviously he was the leader for the Union soldiers, and he proposed this march as a means of preventing the South from resisting the North.
Other people that were important were the Union soldiers because they were the ones that were actually destroying the homes, burning the supplies and stuff like that.
On September 2nd, 1864, General Sherman captured Atlanta, and this caused the South to hold a grudge against the North by taking their land and pretty much preventing them from fighting back.
Another outcome of the march was the Confederacy attacked Union supply lines in Tennessee and Alabama. And this was to get back at the North for capturing Atlanta. And honestly, the South was a little salty about the Union taking over them, so.
The Union soldiers lowered the Confederate morale and fighting capabilities. The Union's goal was achieved. They made the South lose their willingness to fight.
Thank you for watching. This was Group 6's news channel.